Good morning, new 1%. It's Satoshi Boomin coming at you with another video. And guys, please hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate it. That is the cheapest way that you can support me. Hit the like button as well. I got my hot tea and honey latte loaded, ready to go. Let's get this show started. If you're new to the VeChain family, welcome. We are the best community in all of crypto. I truly believe that, hands down. Stick around towards the end. We're going to be talking about Veto. I've been getting a lot of questions, especially on Twitter and in my comment section, from people who are new to the VeChain family, and they want to know, is Veto a decent investment? We'll go over what Veto is, and if you are interested in purchasing it, how to purchase it. We'll go through that at the end of the video, so stick around for that. But let's get right into the news, guys. Slow day. Yesterday and today we're burning about 2 billion. Veto. Just been a slow week. Hopefully we can kick that on up, and I have no doubts we'll be able to do that. Moving on. Looking at the price here, guys, looks like we're up about 5.7% here. Looks like we dipped a little bit below that 5-cent mark, but we rose up pretty quickly. That's definitely good to see. Now, guys, I'm going to be completely honest here, completely 100% with you guys. If Bitcoin or Ethereum has a major dump, we could go back down to this 3-cent mark. All right. It's entirely possible, but with the way that Bitcoin's been looking these past couple of days, I don't anticipate that happening. But if there is a major market correction, we could be seeing 3-cent VeChain, but that's okay. I don't think that's going to happen. Looks like we're hovering above that 5-cent mark pretty strongly. Hopefully we can, break through the 6-cent mark here. I have no doubts we'll be able to do that. Moving on. All right, we have Eisenreich here. We're going to see a lot of him today. Let's give him a hand clap of praise, and also let's follow him on Twitter. VeChain and the VeCert app. Guys, this app is changing the game. We have hospitals tracking data, tracking vaccines on this app. We have a lot of things going on, guys. This is amazing. Demetrius Nicholas, he is the VeChain European Ecosystem Manager. He gave an interview with In Business News. We're going to take a look at that interview. It's about 3 minutes long, not too long. I think it's important. Let's take a look at what he has to say.
In Business News.
Before we envisioned the VeChain with Idante, I was frustrated by the fact that we have apps for managing our bank accounts or for ordering anything imaginable online, but there was no app that actually acts as a wallet for medical records, allowing full control of them and encouraging people to lead a healthier lifestyle. The philosophy behind the VeChain is pretty simple. Medical records belong to the people, and the hospitals are storing these medical records on their databases as trustees for the real beneficiaries, which are the people. At the same time, with the VeChain, we want to provide to the users the portability of an app to have their medical records available anytime and anywhere, having full control of them. These medical records are interactive so the users can understand their status of their health. VeChain is an app that's complementary to hospital information systems and laboratory information systems. Therefore, it is an atom that combines interoperability, immutability, transparency, and security of the medical records, empowered by VeChain. The patient goes to the lab of the hospital. Then the lab doctor takes from the patient the lab test sample. The lab doctors complete the analysis, and the personal doctor receives the results, and the patient receives a notification that the results are available on the VeChain app. The patient can check their results anytime, anywhere. If they wish, the patient can share their lab test results with any other doctor who can also analyze these results. You can find the app on the App Store, on the Google Play Store, and on the Huawei App Gallery. Currently, the two hospitals which have implemented the entire lab test services on the app are VTHO Hospital and Mediterranean Hospital of Cyprus. We are also going to announce very soon other hospitals, laboratories and medical centers around the world. The EH-Cert is not only for the laboratory test services, but also offers features for vaccination certificates and the integration for other departments in medical centers, like the radiology department and the emergency room. For the doctors, we have created the Doctor's Portal Lens. When a result is available, the treating doctor receives a push notification on the portal and the result is ready to be viewed. The doctors can search also other patients by name and request access to their medical records. Moreover, the medical records they see is real-time data that are interactive with charts to better understand the trends of their patients.
Telling you guys, this EH-Cert app, this electronic health certificate app, guys, is changing the game. That's one thing I like about VeChain, guys, is that they have so many use cases. They could pivot in any direction. When we're talking about this blockchain, this whole 19 business, and I've said it many times, I'm gonna say it again. This 19 business could have been crippling for VeChain. They could have took their ball and went home and said, you know what, we'll come back in 2021 and we'll pick up from where we left off. But they didn't. They pivoted, and now we're in a whole new world of blockchain traceability. We're in the medical fields now. First we were in supply chain, now we're in medicine, then we're in sustainability. The sky's the limit, guys. The use cases are unlimited. And that's why I'm hyper bullish on VeChain, and that's why, I think we're going places. Now, what Demetrius said here is big. There are other hospitals using the eHealth certificate app right now. There are other hospitals, and they are going to be releasing them. I don't know which hospitals they are yet, but currently we have 2, Cyprus and Arietto Hospital. So more and more hospitals getting adoption is not a bad thing. All right. Okay, so we have Real Items here. If you don't know who Real Items is, they are a VeChain ecosystem company, and they focus on non-fungible items. So I've showcased them plenty of times. Let's take a look here. So a couple days ago, Real Items has collaborated with Plasto, enabling traceability, authenticity for sustainable products. Let's take a look. This is pretty interesting. This reminds me of the VeChain and DMVGL partnership, where they clean up the ocean and then they make those cool glasses and those cool little doodads. Remember I showed you guys that a long time ago? The OGs will know. Global waste is expected to grow to 3.4 billion tons by 2050, according to the World Bank report. That is 70% more waste in just 30 years, with the most notorious culprit among them all being plastics. Plastic pollution not only creates toxic pollutants, but it also takes over hundreds, if not thousands of years to break down. As a result, plastic creates microplastics from the degradation of larger plastic products after they enter the environment through natural weathering processes. And because plastics could take over hundreds or thousands of years to break down, this increases the probability that microplastics are being ingested and accumulating in the bodies of many organisms. Your family could be ingesting microplastics from the fishes they eat right now. That is crazy. And yes, this is a similar use case like the DMVGL project. This is amazing, guys. Right now, I know in, the Western communities, the Western side of America, they have been putting bans on single-use plastics because, plastic, while it is a lifesaver, it does have unintended consequences for the environment. So let's take a look. Plasto contributes to environmental sustainability by giving waste a second life. The company uses 100% recyclable plastics. It turns them into beautiful, long-lasting side tables. Plasto takes this commitment to a better environment, being a step further by partnering with real items. Let's go. Each Plasto table is unique, meaning there's no design like it. Real Items technology proves each table's authenticity by using Industry 4.0 smart labels in the form of a QR code. These smart labels come with a one-time PIN for two-factor authentication. Guys, bring it about trust, bring it about responsibility. If you get one of these tables here, you know that you did your part in order to save the environment, even how small it is, but think about it. If everyone adopted this, our oceans would be a lot cleaner, and this is awesome. This is awesome. Shout out to Real Items, guys. If you scan the QR code, I believe you get a full information on where the plastic was picked up, how it was recycled, and you get a whole story about where your table came from. And that's what VeChain is about, baby. Ain't nothing new under the sun, guys. Let's go. Shout out to Real Items. We are featuring them more and more on the show lately, and ain't nothing wrong with that. Moving on. All right, guys, and finally, we have a oldie but goodie. Thank you to VeChain Thor community for reposting this. This is the VeChain wide traceability solution, guys. It's only a minute long video. The OGs know. Let's take it off for the newbies. We're going to watch this video, guys, and then we're going to go and we're going to talk really briefly about Veto, just to see if it is, if you guys were wondering about it. We're just going to talk about what it is and if, in my opinion, is it a good investment to buy it. So let's take a look at this video real quick.
There is a shift of trust from brands to products. Consumers want to know what is inside every item, which is why Italian winemakers are turning to MyStory. Seconds after scanning a QR code, the characteristics of the bottle are revealed. Discover the wine's story from bottle to vineyard with detailed information such as where it was bottled to how the grapes were picked and farmed. Explore the district of the vineyard, including its location, altitude, size, and soil type. The winery's proud history is also shared. Go to Facts and Suggestions to find essential information, including certifications, sustainable footprints, and how it is best consumed. The NVGL auditors still visit the vineyards to verify processes and data. Sensors and digital tools make data collection more efficient and reliable. It builds confidence by communicating with consumers through a single product. Everything is timestamped and stored in the blockchain and cannot be altered. So, no matter where, consumers can trust everything shared about the wine, its quality, authenticity, and sustainability.
I love that video. Nice to see it again. All right, guys. We're going to be talking about Veto. Let's take a look. The reason why I'm bringing it up, guys, is you can clearly see the chart here. If we take a look at the chart, Veto is gone darn near straight up. Now, when it first came out back in the day, it was about 1 cent. Can it reach 1 cent again? That's what we're talking about here. It's entirely possible that it can reach 1 cent. Now, a lot of people have been asking me, is Veto a good buy? Should I buy it? Well, I'm not buying Veto. And here's why I'm not buying Veto. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at what Veto is if you're confused and you don't know what it is. VeChain Thor blockchain consists of 2 token systems, guys. The VeChain token, VET, which will act as a store and transfer of value, and the VeChain Thor energy token, aka VTHO. In this guide, we'll take a look at Veto and the use cases of Veto and how you can earn Veto and how you can buy and sell Veto. So I will leave this in the description below if you want to check it out and do your own research, which you should always do. Don't just take the word of a random person on YouTube. Like, I literally just bought a capture software and started posting. I'm a random person on the internet, guys. I'm nobody special. Do your own research. VeTho, the gas token of the VeChain ecosystem. So kind of like how every action on the Ethereum blockchain takes Ethereum to do, almost every action on the VeChain Thor blockchain takes VeTho to do. So if you want to send VeChain from one place to another, you have to pay in VeTho. If you want to interact with a smart contract on the VeChain Thor blockchain, you're going to have to pay VeTho. If you want to, I don't know, write data on the VeChain Thor blockchain, it takes VeTho. Okay, so just like in Ethereum, you know, anytime you want to send ETH from one place to another, it takes ETH. Anytime you want to get into those degenerate yield farming smart contracts, it takes Ethereum. Way too much Ethereum, but it takes Ethereum to do so. Now, why is this a two-token system? Well, that is to keep the cost of smart contracts lower. Okay, because right now we all know that Ethereum is the leader, the first mover in smart contracts. Okay, you know, they have the highest market cap. There are more developers using Ethereum than any other blockchain. So Ethereum is good in the fact that they were the first, but it was bad because, you know, in order to send, you know, 1 ETH to you, if I wanted to send 1 ETH to you to, I don't know, you did a service for me, that's going to cost me like $2 or $3. I don't even know how much it's going to cost me now since gas fees are so high. And that's because Ethereum is a proof of work system right now. Ethereum 2.0 is coming out later this year. And they will be transitioning into a proof of stake system, which will lower gas costs substantially. So let's take a look here. Both VET and VeTho are essential for the VeChain Thor blockchain. We have a dual token system to keep transaction fees lower. We want to keep transaction fees lower because, you know, who's going to want to interact with our blockchain when it costs $50 to do a simple smart contract execution? You know, it's bad enough for retail investors in Ethereum, you know, spending $50, $60 to interact with smart contracts. But with VeChain's use case is to go after the Fortune 500 companies. They're not going to want to pay $50 to use smart contracts. So the unique two-token system significantly helps separate the cost of using the blockchain from market speculation due to the correlation with the blockchain resource utilization. The cost is more predictable with monitoring of the VeTho supply and demand. In addition, the foundation's governance mechanism further stabilizes the cost. So, all that being said, okay, let's go into here real quick. You by holding VeChain, by holding VET, you automatically generate VeTho, okay? So just by holding VET, you passively generate VeTho. So it's important to get VET so you can get VeTho. That happens automatically. And you could do that by downloading the VeChain Sync wallet here, powered by Connex. Make sure you are downloading the correct wallet. Okay, there's a lot of fakes out there. You know, people try to steal your VeChain. This is the correct website, if I'm not mistaken. So this is by the VeChain Foundation. You download the Sync wallet and you can send your VeChain here and you will automatically earn VeTho. Okay. Binance used to, when you bought VeChain on Binance, they used to allow you to passively earn VeTho, but they stopped that for some reason. But now you can go in their flexible savings account on Binance.com and you could put your VET in there and you can now generate VeTho. Now the VeTho generation rate is quite low. I think it's about 1 point something per year. So let's take a look. A user that owns 10K VET will earn about 4.32 VTHO a day. So it's kind of low. You can get more VTHO by staking with ViTRO. I believe you could get about 15% interest by staking with ViTRO. I haven't done that, so I can't like say if that's legit or not, but I'm just putting the information out there so you could do your own research. So this is the easiest way, in my opinion, to get VTHO. Just put your money in your wallet. You could sync it with Ledger and just set it and forget it. Now buying VTHO, you can buy it as a speculation tool. For example, if you want to speculate on the price of VTHO and you want to hold it for a long period of time, let's just say you want to buy millions upon millions of VTHO and just stack it up, you can do that. And, can VTHO reach a penny? Yes, it has before. It can again. But, you'd probably be holding for a very, very long time if you decide to do that. Me personally, I am just staking passively. The generation amount is so low unless you unless you got a node. If you have a node, then you could get slightly higher VTHO. I'm not going to go into how to get a node today. That would just take a long time, and I never really bought a node, so I'm not really too up on that. But if you want to buy VTHO, you want to speculate on the price, I would only recommend doing that if you plan on holding it for a very long time. You can get VTHO from Binance, OceanX, MXC, and ViTRO. Again, with the ViTRO, you can stake it for about 15%, which is pretty cool. Okay, so I hope that answered some of your questions. I know it wasn't the most concise. Again, I'm not really speculating on the price of VTHO. I just earn it passively. If it goes to a penny, great. I'll sell, some of it and, happy days. But if it doesn't, I'm not too worried about it. What I am worried about is this VET, baby, because this has the potential, in my opinion, to go to, I'm not even going to say what I think it could go to in the next 10 years because, I don't want you to hold me to it. So, yep, that's just my 2 cents, guys. I hope you appreciated it because I appreciate you. All right. Thank you to our wonderful Patreon subscribers, AJ, Brett Garlic House, Mac Harris, Sergio, Les Nielsen, The Fernline, Jeffrey, Ethan, AmericanHomeRemedies.com, Maryland for Crypto, Boost Wayne, Fruz Den, Brady Adams, Joe Jimenez, Kyle Bocci, CryptoSVT.si, Eric Parr, at Dig the Voice for the People, HPDSouthBay.com, Daniel Aid, Crypto Chemtrails, and Quill Max ZH. Thank you for being 10 toes down. I do this for you. Take a look at the next Bitcoin block halving, guys, and it's 1,173 days, and everything those people said was right. Everything they said a year ago was correct. It actually happened. It's crazy, man. I never would have thought that it actually would happen. Now we just need alt season to kick off. We need a serious alt season to go completely ham. Holy crap, Bitcoin is almost at $1 trillion market cap. Lord have mercy. Dude, if Bitcoin goes up another 10K, we could be at $1 trillion for Bitcoin. Absolutely insane, guys. Cardano's almost at $1. Things are definitely moving. I never would have thought this would happen. It's crazy. Things are occurring currently. They're currently occurring. IOST has gone up, straight up. Like, I wish I would have held my IOST. And this is what happens, guys, when you speculate, when you want to be a little trader. If I would have just bought and held, that would have been a nice little bit of pocket change for me. Just hodl, guys. Just hodl. All right. I love each and every one of you. I've blabbered on long enough. This is almost a 30-minute video. Don't let your memes be dreams, and I will talk to you tomorrow.